Hello everyone, welcome to PHTV Channel 4 in Palos Heights. I'm Sue Jankowski and we are at the library. And in this program, every month we meet, we talk about all the things that are going on in the library that you might be interested, you will be interested in going to. Hopefully you had a wonderful holiday season, you're having a healthy new year. 2018 has begun and it's begun at the library too. So I just hope everyone can get to the library. I know a lot of people have been sick. Anyway, we are going to welcome Janine, who's head of public services, as usual. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thanks for having us.
It's always great to have you here. And we're welcoming Tina Ruzala, who is the new Youth and Teen Services Department head. So welcome, Tina.
Thank you.
It's very nice to have you here. Yeah. So if you haven't been in to say hi to Tina, you know, she's upstairs there. You can go up and say hi. Maybe your kids have already met her. So that's pretty great. She's been there for a month. Hopefully you were able to go to Christmas time in Palos. We were there.
Oh, wasn't that great?
It was wonderful.
Oh my gosh.
And so well attended. A lot of people there. And
I think we were talking afterwards that we think that was the best one we've had.
It really was. I mean, it was just wonderful. Lots of happy people and lots of interesting things to do. And the chorale from Stag was wonderful.
Yes.
And so that made the sing-along kind of fun too with the
some real
staff
singers.
of
the city alderman,
the alderman and so forth. It really was fun. And if you didn't go this year, it's an annual event. It will be next year, first weekend of December as usual, and you could go and have a great time and just kind of relax and listen.
Very festive.
It's just happy, very festive time.
Yeah.
So thanks to the Friends of the Library for doing what they do with that too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So this is the time we're going to take it easy because it's January, right? And we're just we're going to float into the new year.
Well, new year, new
happening?
things, right?
Right.
We do have a few new things at the library right now. We have, first one announcement is that we are now accepting credit card payments at the circulation desk, which I know it seems like, oh, hello, this is 2018 already, folks. But we haven't had that capability. So when people wanted to pay for whatever they had to pay for, they couldn't do it. But now you can. So you can make credit card payments at the circ desk.
All right, 2018.
So for your continued convenience, that's what we've got for you.
That's nice.
It is nice.
Good to know.
Another new service we're having is we have the service of lynda.com. And lynda.com is a database that where you learn software and creative and business skills to achieve personal and professional goals. It's a fantastic resource, and it'll be available free through your library card. So that'll be starting up in January as well.
Is that something you would need to take a class or two on, or it's just a helpful tool on that?
It's somewhere you would go on the website and
Okay.
you would look under our services and it's under our databases. And if you're looking to create a YouTube video, or if you're learning to how to market your business, your small businesses, or a lot of computer skills, a lot of technical information, so it's like little classes. You take little video classes.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like an enrichment. You learn.
That's nice.
It's wonderful. No, I'm sure we'll be providing classes on this as well.
And it's Lynda
Lynda.
Okay.
Lynda.com.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have a slide on that.
All right, good. That's cool.
Yeah, and so I know you mentioned if anybody could even get out to the library. It's while we're taping this, it's been pretty chilly out lately, but we do have homebound delivery for those of you who are either temporarily incapacitated or you're permanently. The library does do homebound delivery. We just give us a call. We set up every week, or whatever schedule you want, and you can have books and movies and audiobooks and things like that delivered to you on a regular basis. So you never have to leave the house.
I mean, that is such a wonderful thing, especially in the winter months when some people aren't able to get out of their house on a regular basis, but they want those materials brought in.
And
you
got these long winter days and you want to read a book or watch movies, so that we can do that for you. So keep that in mind. We also have our Curbside Service. We've introduced this service this past fall, but this is a good time of year to use it because you can, especially like for when you place holds at the library, so people have to get out to come pick it up. And if it's raining or if it's cold, you can call ahead and pull up on the curve. That's why we call it curbside. Get it? And you can give us a call, and those staff will run your stuff out.
Okay, but I feel a little bad making the staff go run out.
In the cold?
Raining, it's cold, and they're like,
it's okay,
here's your book.
We have special clothes for that.
Okay, all right.
We dress warm, we'll be safe.
Okay.
It's just our pleasure.
Okay, thank you.
And also, if you can't get out to the library, we have all of our digital services. You can download books from home. You can download magazines. You could music, all that stuff. You can do that all from home. So if the weather's bad, you don't want to get out. You can go on your device, whether you have a whatever tablet or a phone or whatever you have, and you want to download books or read digital magazines or listen to music. It can all be done from home.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, with your library card. So yeah, it's great.
I mean, there's so many opportunities to use the things at the library.
Absolutely.
Great.
So don't let that weather deter you.
Keep reading.
That's right. But as far as programs, we do have. We start off on Tuesday, January 9th, 6:30. We have Building the Canal That Saved Chicago. This is a history program where we have award-winning author Richard Lanyon, who will discuss how and why the building of the canal was needed to reverse the flow of the Chicago River. It was to save the city from disease and floods and pollution, and how critical it was for the future of Chicago. Back in the time when this canal was built, Chicago was known as the cholera capital of the world.
Oh.
Not quite a name you want to hold for yourself.
No.
But because of the way, it's situated pretty low and in the swamps. So Richard Lanyon, who used to be the former director of the MWRD, Metropolitan Water District, if I'm saying that right.
Yes, you are.
Acronym I always get messed up on. But he was a former executive director of that, and he wrote this book about the canal, so he's fascinating. He knows all about the water flow through Chicago. So if you're into local history and Chicago history, this is a good program to it. So that's Tuesday,
really
January 9th at 6:30.
Just come to that.
Absolutely,
Yes.
yeah. Then we have on Thursday, January 11th, Top 10 Eating Habits. You talk about, I think I was reading the Tribune this morning, and in their food section, that's all they have is healthy foods, what to eat for the new year.
That's true.
So what we have, we want you to start off the new year with dietitian Anne-Marie Uzieta, who's and to learn how to make healthy eating choices for yourself. Again, that's Thursday, January 11th at 6:30. And then we go back to another historical program on Sunday, January 14th at 2 p.m. We have graduate student James Meyerhoff will be here to discuss the Black Hawk War, which is the Indian War that was here before the settlers came. Okay, so and he's an archaeologist. Okay,
wow.
So he's looking at this history through an archaeologist's eye. Mm-hmm. So the name of the program is Archaeology in the Black Hawk War of 1832, and what he does is he will take us to virtually take us to the sites that they have of these battlegrounds, and show us how they. As an archaeologist, will go through the items they find and how they record them. He did a program this past fall. He was fascinating. Everybody just could not get enough of him and said, you got to have him back. So he's coming back to do a new program on the Black Hawk War. So his program, he did the World War II camps, prison camps in Chicago.
Oh, wow.
That was back
I
in
remember
September.
that.
Yeah. And people just loved it.
Well, they're going to love this too. And it involves Illinois too.
It's all in Illinois, yeah. And this is also kind of, this year is the bicentennial of Illinois. The state of Illinois celebrating their bicentennial, 200 years. So we have many programs coming out this year, and this is one of them that celebrates the history of Illinois. So,
that's great.
Yeah. So our next we have coming up, we have computer classes. We get a lot of phone calls that people ask, hey, do you guys have computer classes at the library? Yes, we do. Check our website, PalosHeightsLibrary.org. You can always check to see on our calendars when things are coming up. January 15th, we have a Facebook Basics for those of you who want to learn the basics of Facebook, don't know them quite yet. You can learn about profiles, messages, posting, and adding content to Facebook. It's an introductory class, and basic computer skills are necessary for that. And you do need to register for this because we do hold our computer classes in our computer lab, and we only have so many computers available. So.
Now, would they have already been signed up for Facebook, like you already have your Facebook page, so that they don't start doing it there? Or is it as basic as we're going to set that up with you?
They might even do that. It's an introductory class. So
it's possible to start at the very, very beginning.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's on Saturday at 6:30. That's a Monday at 6:30 p.m. Wait, Monday. Monday!
January
15th at 6:30. That's the Facebook Basic. Okay. And then we have a new book discussion group that has been started just recently, the SciFi book discussion. We actually hold that at Joe Daniels Bar and Grill. So the book they're discussing is George Orwell's 1984. That's coming up Wednesday, January 17th at 7 p.m. And you just just go to Joe Daniels. They'll meet. There's a side room that they have a great side room that you can go in and they shut the door and you can have food and drink and have a good discussion about.
I love that book.
Yeah.
I've read it at least 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. So
I'll read it again.
Yeah. And come on and have the
We'll talk about
conversation
it.
and the discussion, right?
That's right.
And of course we have our book and film. This is our a monthly event we have. It's the 3rd Thursday of the month at 2 o'clock. And on January 18th, on Thursday at 2 p.m., we'll be showing the film The Zookeeper's Wife, based on the true book, the nonfiction book by Diane Ackerman. The movie stars Jessica Chastain. It's about the keepers of the Warsaw Zoo and how they saved hundreds and hundreds of people and animals during the German invasion of Poland. You learn so much about the history of things, and so the story is fantastic.
And, I mean, it really happened.
Yes, it's based on a true story. Yeah, these are real people, real events that happen. The movie's an award-winning. It's been nominated for many awards and won many awards. So that's coming up January 18th at 2 o'clock. And we also raffle off have a drawing for a paperback copy of the book too. So those of you who attend could actually win the book and read the book.
Go ahead and
we
read
have copies of the book available at the desk.
You want to read it ahead of time?
Absolutely, yeah. You don't have to. You can just come and have
Yeah.
it. Yeah. And then we have another program that does repeat itself that runs on Sundays, that we're open on Sundays, is Sunday at the Cinema. And that's when we show films that you might have missed at the theater. And this one you might have missed. We'll be showing on Sunday, January 21st at 2 p.m., we'll be showing the film Maudie, starring Sally Hawkins and Ethan Hawke. And it's just an incredible, it's like a quietest film you've never heard of, but it's about a real life, again, based on a real life incident. It's an award-winning film based on the life of the folk artist Maud Dowley. She lived in Nova Scotia, and the scenery is fantastic as well. And Sally Hawkins, I don't know, I hope she gets nominated for this role because she portrays a woman who is absolutely crippled with rheumatoid arthritis.
Oh, wow.
To the point where, you know, she's so crippled with it that people think she's kind of stupid or incapable. But she really has a brilliant mind. And she lives a very harsh, stark life, though, out in Nova Scotia on the shores. And in this little cabin, tiny, tiny cabin, that she lived there her whole life. But she becomes so crippled that she has to paint using her mouth. She puts the toothbrushes in her mouth after a while.
Wow.
But to keep herself happy, she started painting happy pictures on the walls inside her cabin, the cabin that they live in. And she started making these little postcards. And that's how people started finding out about this. And she just became this incredibly famous folk artist from Canada, from Nova Scotia. So the movie is really, it's an incredible, I knew nothing about this person.
No,
and
I didn't either.
to find out that when I saw the movie, and I didn't realize it was a true story when I was watching, and then when I realized at the end, I was watching the credits and the director's cut, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is such a fascinating story. So that's the film Maudie. That's coming up on Sunday, January 21st.
Sounds really good. And no, I never heard of it.
Yeah.
No, it must come and go really quick.
Yeah, I think it's going to. I think I'm keeping an eye out on the award season this coming up here and see what kind of awards or nods they might get from that.
Yeah.
Hopefully she does. And she just starred in The Shape of the Water the Guillermo del Toro movie.
okay,
That's
yeah,
Sally
okay.
Hawkins. She's an
Yeah.
incredible actress.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I didn't see that either, though. Was that
did.
good? Yeah. It was really
Wonderful.
good, too.
Yeah. Our next event we have is a computer class coming up on Thursday, January 25th at 2 p.m. The Microsoft Excel Basics. So you'll learn how to use Microsoft Excel's cells, their worksheets, their workbooks, and how to manipulate and calculate and format numbers and other types of data in this class. Again, this is you need basic computer skills to learn in this class, and make a reservation because it's in our lab. And our final event for January is Louisa May Alcott. This is Sunday, January 26th at 2 p.m. And we have Leslie Goddard, who does wonderful historical portrayals. She's here. You're going to meet Louisa May Alcott, and the beloved author whose children's books made her one of America's most famous writers. Leslie Goddard portrays Louisa Alcott in a program that draws from her own diaries, her books, and her letters, and brings about the passionate, humorous, and progressive life of this author. So if you've not, Leslie Goddard is always worth coming to see. I'm sure you've seen some of her programs. So make a date to come and see us on January 28th.
And look, at your Sundays, if you're thinking, oh, Sundays can be so long, now you got some Sundays that you can look forward to. Just head over to the
library. A little bit of enrichment there.
Exactly, and then you'll feel better.
Yeah.
I don't know. Thanks, Janine.
You're welcome.
Sounds like some good stuff coming up. And Tina, let us know what's happening with those youth and teen
Well,
people.
a lot is happening right now. Our winter reading program is in full swing, and it's going on from now until February 17th. And the neat thing about this program is children of all ages, from birth through high school, they're welcome to come in and sign up, and they can set their own reading goal for the winter.
Oh, neat.
So if they decide, I want to read, my goal is to read for 2 hours over winter, they are setting their own goal, and then they can come in and choose whatever prizes they like.
That's
for
great,
our
because
goal.
sometimes the goals set by others are like they can't really meet those goals.
Right.
Some kids, or they just whatever. Anyway, that's good that they can set their own goals.
Yes.
Do
And
as they
everything
wish.
counts.
Yeah.
So audiobooks count, magazines, everything counts. They don't just need to read books in regular format. So
Yeah, that's good too.
Yeah, no,
Awesome.
that's neat. But of course, everyone's asking when our story times are going to be back in
Yes,
session.
right.
So they're going to be back January 15th, and it's a 6-week session. So it's going to go from January 15th all the way until February 22nd. And we have story times for all ages from 6 weeks to 5 years old. So be sure that you register and you save your spot for our story times too.
Oh, that's good. And you have several choices, so that's nice too. If you don't, if the morning isn't good, the afternoon might be. Good.
Yeah. And for those struggling readers, we also have Read to the Dogs. And that is a great program because, again, children of all ages, they're invited to come to the library and register to read with a certified therapy dog. So the struggling readers, or even readers that aren't struggling, they have an animal that they can read to that isn't going to judge them or correct them and say, you said that wrong. So it's something that...
And the kids just, really love it. It's just highly sought after activity. So register for that pretty early, right?
Yes.
Because it fills up.
Yes, it does fill
So you
up.
only have so many spots, right? So many dogs are coming.
Because we only have 3 dogs coming, and we want to give each child time with the dog to actually go through and read a book. So, yes, definitely register
we
for
love
that.
to see the dogs come in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like when they come into the hospital too, they're walking down, you're like,
Oh,
the dog is
yeah.
going to visit someone or me or whatever. It's just, it makes you feel good. So it makes those kids feel good too.
Yeah.
Especially if they don't have a dog or their dog won't listen to them at home.
It won't lay down and be quiet. Yeah.
I'm reading to you.
Absolutely. No, this is going to be a fun program. We also have How to Build a Computer. Now, that is going to be Friday, January 5th at 1 o'clock, and it's for children ages 8 and up. And we have someone from the Computer Greeks coming to teach the children how to build a computer. So if anyone's been wondering how to do that, please come to this program.
Yeah, isn't it Steve Giorgio, the owner
Yes.
of Computer Greeks? Yeah.
And kids are so smart about stuff like that I think they would love to learn how to do that and put that to use.
No, absolutely. And it's there's so many different stores that you can go to, and you can just pick out the parts that you need to build your own computer. So here, if they're learning about it, they can make a list of everything that they're going to need and pick out the parts themselves.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. He's done several programs at the library. Steve Giorgio, the owner of Computer Greeks, and he's such a great instructor. So I'm sure he's going to be fun with the kids and showing them how to. I'd like to learn how to build a computer. Can I come?
You can audit that class.
Oh, I'm excited about that
Okay.
one. We also have floating chalk art, and that is going to be our Smart Art program from Monday, January 8th at 4 o'clock, and that is for children in grades kindergarten through 4th grade.
Okay.
And I'm going to see if I can hold this up here. This is a beautiful, colorful artwork.
It is beautiful.
Thing that they're going to be able to make, and it's definitely something to brighten up your house and your refrigerator in these dark days that are
That sounds like
happening
fun.
right now. Yeah.
Kindergarten through 4th grade. Okay, sign up for that. Right? They should sign up.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
otherwise you might not have a spot. There are so many kids who might be interested. So you can do that on the computer or call or when you're there, just sign up. Okay, cool.
And we also have a toddler art program. They're going to be making melted snowmen, and this is going to be for the first
Chicken.
snowmen, not chickens. It's going to be. They're going to be making this January 17th, Wednesday.
It's really cute.
At 10
It
o'clock.
really is.
Yeah. And that's for children ages 2 to 5. So also definitely another art program to get the kids working on those different skills and to get them out of the house. Yeah.
So needed right now, especially the time has been a little bit long when everyone's staying indoors all the time and school's not in session.
Yeah.
Everybody, even when school starts again, people are going to be looking, kids are going to be looking for something creative to do. Plus, you start bringing out their creativity, so they learn how to do that. They go home and they do more projects like that. I think that is going to be very inspirational. Any of these for them will be really great.
Thanks. Yeah. Also, Cook-a-Book is going to be on Thursday, January 18th. That's at 6 o'clock, and it's for children in grades 4 and up. And this year they're going to be focusing on making fairy tale treats. So, Sleeping Fruity instead of Sleeping Beauty. And we have the 3 chili goat puffs instead of 3 Billy Goats gruff.
That's cute.
So, yeah, another reason to get out of the house,
Yeah.
come into the library and have some treats.
Yeah, that's fun to
That
do.
they get to make their own, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's even better.
and eat
And
it.
connect it
I'm
to a fairy
assuming.
tale,
Yes,
too, so,
right.
yeah.
That's great. That sounds like fun.
Come hungry as an ogre. That's really funny.
Yes, be sure to come hungry as an ogre. On Saturday, January 20th, from 10 o'clock until noon, we have our 3rd annual Preschool Fair. And that is an opportunity that we're providing parents to come in and at the library, and we're going to have different preschool programs that are available, and we're going to have staff there so that parents can talk to these people about their educational policies and responsibilities and see if that is going to be a right fit for their children to attend that school.
That is wonderful. All in one place to talk to the people that are running that program and decide. Yeah, every preschool is different, and one fits your child better than others, and that gives you a nice leg up on where you want to visit then later on. That's a great service.
Yeah, and we're packing it all into 2 hours. I'm excited about that. It's going to be a great thing
I know
for
a
the
lot
community.
of the. I was speaking to one of the people at the rec department. They're excited. I mean, the preschooler people are happy to be there to share their information with everybody, and you get a good crowd, and yeah, so you're able to get a lot.
It seems amazing that you would talk about it now that it's January, when your enrollment will be for August, September. But this is when you have to figure things out.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just like when you're applying to college. You want to
Yeah.
get all those options
You do.
available too. So,
Yes.
yeah. On Saturday, January 20th, we are also going to have Create Your Own Comic. Mark Allen Fishman is a professional comic artist, and he's going to be coming in and he's going to teach the children how they can create their own comics.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
it's like a hands-on workshop
Yes.
type
They're
of thing.
going to be
Cool.
drawing and being funny or dramatic. I mean, comics are all
Absolutely.
sorts of things.
And
Oh,
all
that'll
those
be
supplies
fun.
are going to be provided.
Yeah.
So the kids, they can just come in and bring their creativity to this program. Yeah.
They've got a million ideas, too.
And we also have Where Was. This is a book, it's based off a book series. It started with the Who Was, now Where Was. They're going to focus on different landmarks and things. So for this series, the children, they have their option of just grabbing their favorite book and bringing it to the library, and then we'll discuss it, or we have books provided that we can just sit down and have a good book discussion. And that is going to be on Tuesday, January 23rd at 4 o'clock, and it's for children in grades 2 and up.
All right. So they don't need to do anything ahead of time.
Right.
Okay, they just come. Good.
Yeah. And we also have another art project for our teens now. And this is going to be on Thursday, January 25th at 4 o'clock. They're going to be having a paint night.
Oh.
So if they'd like, they can
Yeah, that's neat.
create this, or they're going to, if they have their own artistic talent that they want to just flourish with, they have that option too. And of course, we are going to provide the canvases and the paint, and they can just come and create whatever they'd like.
Very nice.
And painting is best done at the library, really. So get your kids over there to paint. That's beautiful. That's going to be
That's a
fun.
nice thing to take home with them. I mean, they can hang that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or frame it or whatever.
Cool. Well, see, there's always something going on at the library. Even in January, February, March, when you think things have slowed down, you know, there's always some great opportunities to spark your interest at the library. And I like the fact that, you know, there's just so many ways. Pull up to the curve, have someone come to your house, download stuff that, you know, you don't have to go anywhere or talk to anybody. You can just do it yourself if you want to. So we have a lot of opportunities to make Palos Heights Library be the great place that it is, and that you can take advantage of no matter what the season, and no matter how you feel like I'm not going out there. Right? That's how we all felt lately.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much, ladies. Nice to meet you, Tina. Welcome to Palos Heights.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's nice to have you here. And Janine, thank you for being
having
with us.
Yes.
And we will see you next time at the library. Bye-bye.